So, once again, a very good morning to everyone. Now, would you like to show me by the raise of your hands out of or who of who feels that you're not successful yet in your life? Okay. And if I may ask you, you can use the chat box also. If you are aware of the reason, why is it so? Or to put it otherwise, why do you think who is responsible for it? If you would like to share, okay, thank you. Thank you. So, you know, I really want you to think about something today that when things go wrong in your life, and I mean really wrong, who do you blame first? Your boss who doesn't appreciate you? Your parents who didn't give you the right opportunities? Or your spouse who doesn't understand you? Or the economy, the system, Mercury in retrograde? So now, here is the uncomfortable question. What if the person most responsible for where you are right now is you? Now, I know that doesn't feel good to hear, but what if I told you that this uncomfortable truth is actually the most liberating piece of information you'll ever receive? So, today we are talking about radical responsibility for your life and why it's the only way to truly be free. So let me paint you a picture you'll recognize. I'm talking about one Sunita. She's 32, works in HR, hasn't gotten a promotion in 3 years. And every evening she complains to her husband, my manager doesn't like me. They promote everyone except me. It's because I took maternity leave. It's because I'm a woman in a male dominated company. And now some of that might even be true. But here's the question she never asks, what am I doing or not doing that's keeping me stuck? Is she updating her skills? Is she asking for feedback? Is she applying for roles elsewhere? Or is she having direct conversations about her career growth? Or is she just waiting for someone to notice her and magically fix her career? And for the men here, it sounds like this: I want to be fit, but I don't have time. I have to work late. My wife makes rich food. The gym is too far. I have bad genes. I would say I belong to this phrase. And notice the pattern. There's always a reason, always someone or something else to blame. And for our younger friends, I can't pursue my passion because my parents won't support me. I can't change my field because I already spent 2 years studying this. Or I can't speak up because nobody listens to me anyway. And here's the truth: responsibility is ownership, not blame. And there's a massive difference. I'm sure you must have heard the metaphor: you cannot drive your life if you're sitting in the passenger seat. So when you are in the passenger seat, you're along for the ride. You can complain about the route, criticize the driver, comment on the traffic, but you're not in control. You are just reacting. And most people live their entire lives in the passenger seat, wondering why they never arrive where they want to go. And taking radical responsibility means climbing into the driver's seat. Yes, you'll still face traffic. Yes, there will be unexpected roadblocks. Yes, other drivers will be reckless. But now you can make decisions. You can take detours. You can change the destination if you want. Let me tell you about Meera. She's 45, was in an unhappy marriage for 20 years. For 2 decades, she said, I can't leave because what will people say? I can't leave because of the children. I can't leave because I'm not financially independent. And then one day, something shifted. She stopped saying, I can't, and started asking, how can I? And she started tutoring online, built savings, had honest conversations with her children, went to therapy to work on her own patterns. 18 months later, she moved into her own apartment. Not because her circumstances magically changed, but because she took responsibility for changing them. And that's the power shift. Yes. That from this is happening to me to I am creating my response to this. And let's be very clear, taking responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. You're not to blame for being born in a certain family or for systematic discrimination, for accidents, or for other people's choices. But you are responsible for what you do with your circumstances. You're responsible for your choices, for your reactions, for your habits, for your progress. Your colleague got the promotion unfairly, not your fault. But sitting and stewing in resentment for 6 months instead of updating your resume or learning new skills, that's on you. Your parents pressured you into a career you don't love, not your fault. But staying in that career for 15 years without exploring alternatives and blaming them the entire time, that's on you. Your partner doesn't appreciate you, not your fault. But staying silent, building resentment, and never communicating your needs clearly, that's on you. So, this isn't about blame, it's about power. When you take responsibility, you take back your power. And here's a daily example we all face. You're scrolling Instagram at 11 p.m., telling yourself, just 5 more minutes for the 40th time. You wake up exhausted, zombie through your morning, perform poorly at work, or snap at your kids. So, if I may ask you, how many of you spend so much time spending on social media instead of working on your own self? Be honest. Even if you don't reply here, be honest to yourself. The victim mindset says social media is designed to be addictive. These tech companies are evil. But the responsible mindset says, yes, it's designed that way. And I'm choosing to keep scrolling. What can I do differently? Put my phone in another room? Set a timer? Delete the app after 9 p.m.? See the difference? One gives away power, the other reclaims it. So, no more excuses, no more outsourcing your happiness. See, your happiness is not your mom's responsibility, or your spouse's, or your boss's, or your children. It's yours. Your health is not your doctor's responsibility, or even your wife's responsibility. They are a resource. It's yours. Your career growth is not your company's responsibility. They are a platform. It's yours. Your personal growth is not your therapist's or guru's responsibility. They are guides. It's yours. And this sounds harsh, I know. We are raised to look outside ourselves for solutions, for permission, for validation, for rescue. And this begins to happen very early in our childhood when we are in school. I'm sure many of you would remember स्कूल में एग्जाम हुआ मार्क्स कम आए तो रीजन पेपर मुश्किल था ये टीचर नंबर ही नहीं देता वी नेवर से वी डिडंट स्टडी वेल राइट वंस अगेन सो early childhood this begins so there's nobody what here's what nobody tells you the person you have been waiting for to change your life is you yes the dream you keep postponing you are the one postponing it that difficult conversation you are avoiding, you are the one avoiding it. And that habit you keep saying you'll start next Monday, you are the one choosing not today. I know somebody who promised me as little as or as small a task as attending the sessions with the camera on, but still it is off. It's been days. But the beautiful part is if you are the problem, you are also the solution. And here's the paradox taking full responsibility for your life is the most liberating thing you'll ever do. Because when you stop blaming, you stop being powerless. When you stop waiting for permission, you give it to yourself. And when you stop making excuses, you'll start making progress. A 19-year-old once told me, I can start working out because I don't have money for a gym. I asked her, do you have a floor? She laughed, yes. And I said, then you can do push ups. You just don't want to badly enough yet. But that's okay. But then own it. A month later, she sent me a video of her workout routine. No gym, just her floor, YouTube, and radical responsibility. So own your choices, reactions, habits, and progress. Because once you do, you'll realize you've had the keys to your cage the whole time. And here's your exercise. And I want you to do this right now, not later. Take out your phone or a piece of paper, write 3 sentences, each starting with I take responsibility for and complete the sentence. Yes, I repeat, you have to write 3 sentences, and each sentence should start with I take responsibility for and complete it. Maybe for staying in a job I complain about every day, or I take responsibility for not prioritizing my health, or it can even be I take responsibility for the relationships I've let fade because I didn't make the effort, or I take the responsibility for avoiding the difficult conversation. It can be anything. You have to figure out the challenge in your own life. Be honest, be uncomfortable. Because this isn't about feeling bad, it's about seeing clearly. And then, once you are done, now this is the crucial part, identify one action you'll take today. Yes, not tomorrow. Today, you have to take One action out of the three sentences that you have written. Because now you are open and you have agreed to take responsibility. Because if you take responsibility, let's say for your health, your action might be, I'll walk for 15 minutes after dinner. Or if you take responsibility for your career stagnation, your action might be, I'll spend 30 minutes researching online courses in my field. And it's just researching part. Let's say you spend 30 minutes actually working on your skill. So that will be 15 hours in a month and 180 hours in a year. Just sparing 30 minutes out of your social media engagement. And the beautiful part about these apps is if you can go to the settings and you can actually see how much time you spent. So there's no excuse. You cannot say, oh, nahi, 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 लगता है, करती नहीं हूँ. So go and check it for yourself and see the truth. And if you take responsibility for a strained relationship, your action might be, I'll send that text I've been avoiding. One action today, that's how responsibility becomes real. And remember, you cannot drive your life, you're sitting in the passenger seat. And yes, driving is scarier than being a passenger. You might take wrong turns, you might get lost, you might need to ask for directions. But then, while actually driving, we do have a Google map. But in real life, there can be somebody who, or your mentor, whom you go to ask for directions. Take help, ask for the people around you. But here's, what you also get: freedom, agency, the thrill of knowing that wherever you end up, you chose to go there. And if you don't like it, you can choose differently. So your life is happening right now. Now, not when circumstances are perfect, not when people change, not when you are ready. Now. And let me tell you, life is never perfect. Maybe if it's perfect, it'll become dull. We won't enjoy it. So let it have its ups and downs. And let's keep on learning, keep on enjoying the. याद है कभी जब बचपन में अगर गाड़ी में हम स्पीड ब्रेकर पे आते थे वेयर नंबर like four speed breakers and the gadi was tup 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 and we enjoyed that, right? So life is like that. Enjoy those obstacles even when we grow adults. So the question is, are you going to keep waiting for someone else to take the wheel, or are you finally ready to drive? Take responsibility, take the wheel, take your life back. So with that thought, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you.